don't skip this step. This is the one that most people gloss over and say, I'm not going to do that. But this is the one that is the secret to momentum. And that is celebrating your wins. Celebrating the milestones in your financial journey. For my family, we threw a big party when we became debt free. But doesn't have to be that big. It can be things like, hey, I stuck to my plan this week for my spending. And so you reward yourself. It is creating those habits and celebrating those small wins along the way that are going to create that momentum that keeps you going. And so if you're like me and you're like, hey, I love to celebrate things big and small, this is the thing for you. And if you don't like to celebrate things, this could be the thing that keeps you going. And it could be something small and rewarding for you. So maybe a time on a favorite app, or maybe it's watching a show, or something that brings you some joy and enjoyment in life without having to spend money, right? So we want to celebrate all of the things like paying bills on time. Maybe it's transferring some money to your savings account. Or maybe it is that you've recognized a habit that has not been aligned with your financial goals and you've made a change. That's huge. And that's one of the things we do inside the Alliance coaching membership. And I'm so excited because I just checked our group chat and we had one of our members pay off her car. And so now she does not owe anything on her car. She can cancel her gap insurance as well. And that is money that's a huge win to celebrate. And so, but those happen because of small celebrations. And so that's one of the things that we do inside the coaching membership. But celebrating those things is the thing that's going to keep that momentum going. So what are some things that you can do to create that consistency, but also those feel good emotions and that feel good dopamine that's going to help you continue to move forward? So maybe it is keeping track of those things on, like one of those thermometers about tracking your savings. Or maybe it's sharing it with an accountability buddy. Or maybe it's splurging on a special treat. So those little things stack up over time, and that's where the big results come in. Because we didn't get into our financial situation where we are now by taking big chunks, right? It's like little bits here and there. And so that's the same thing as we're going to wind it back. So I remember when I was younger, my mom made an apple pie and we cut it open and everyone had a piece and then it sat on the counter. And I remember walking by, every time I walked by the kitchen, I would just take a little piece of apple out and I was like, oh, it's so good, right? So it happened over time until, the entire pie was hollowed out. There was no filling. It was just crust. And so at that point, I knew I was going to be in trouble because it wasn't like I just took one piece and no one was going to notice. I had hollowed out the entire pie. And so it's kind of the same thing. But in this case, we want to celebrate those things instead of, taking out those little bits at a time. It's compounded over time. So your task today, and we're going to work on this together, but I'm going to mute myself and we're going to work on writing down what our money win was for this week. It doesn't have to be this huge, it doesn't have to be you paid off your car. It could be I stuck to my grocery list. It could be I put $10 in savings. It could be I automated a bill so it's paid on time. It could be anything. So I want you to pause for a second. I'm going to mute myself and let you think through, write it down, and then think about a way that you can celebrate that. All right. So did you think of a money win for this week? I know you have one. I would love it if you drop it in the comments and I can celebrate with you as well. But I'd love to know, what way did you decide that you're going to celebrate that money win? Is it going to be maybe dancing to your favorite song? That's also a preferred method in our house. Maybe it's texting someone to say, hey, I did this. Maybe you have an accountability partner and that's someone that you can celebrate that win with. I would love to celebrate along with you. So go ahead and drop that in the comments and I will be right there celebrating with you. But it's super important. This is a vital step in your process to getting to your financial goals in ways that make sense for you and your brain. And so If you can come up with some other ideas and ways to celebrate, obviously the ones that don't cost money are going to help you get to your goal faster. But sometimes when you reach those big goals, sometimes we can take a little bit, stick that in your budget, and plan on celebrating in a different way. So I will see you in the next video, and I will be celebrating you along the way.